Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video by Austin Sweat titled the 10 best NBA starting fives for every single age. So yeah, man, I think this is gonna be a good realization. I think we already are, we know this too, though, that the NBA has probably more talent than ever when it comes to young players all the way up to like LeBron James and the old heads out there, man. So this is gonna be a good little indicator right here, man. Just kind of see like what type of talent is really in the NBA. So yes, I'll link to Austin's channel in the description below. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and get started on this.
Keeping things going with the starting five videos because I've been enjoying making these as much as you guys have been enjoying watching them. And the best starting five
for every age.
We're obviously only using current day players, and there's some interesting fives to be made here. I will say though, coming up with these teams hurt because there were some pretty solid teams for both the 33-year-old players and 36-year-olds. 33-year-olds had Steph Curry, but there was 0 shooting guards in the league 33 years old, so we couldn't include them because we couldn't make a full five. And same with 36-year-olds. We had CP3 and LeBron.
You put Steph Curry as shooting guard, man. It's gonna be completely fine. Completely fine.
The same team, but there's 0 shooting guards at that age in the league today.
That's
so
crazy.
We had to leave them out too.
0.
With that said, we still got some good teams, so let's get into them. With number 10, we got players in their primes right now at 29 years old.
Okay.
And their 5 is Kyrie Irving, Chris Middleton, Joe Harris, Harrison Barnes, and Rudy Gobert.
Okay, that's man, I really like that team. Like if that was an NBA team, because that's like a realistic team right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a good-ass team. Like, Kyrie being the go-to scorer, Joe Harris playing off-ball, Harrison Barnes, doing his jack-of-all-trades type of thing. We got the defense. Of course, we got Batman, Chris Middleton. Oh, Kendrick Perkins, man. Okay, man.
And I like this one because of the Irving and Gobert.
I love Chris Middleton, though.
Chris Middleton as the second option, Joe Harris as the knockdown shooter, and Barnes as the guy
to
do everything else. And it's good that they got guys that can all do their part. But with Kyrie Irving as the best player on the team, I don't trust him as the first option here. And for that reason, I don't think this team.
I do with Middleton. I think it works.
They wouldn't have enough.
I really think it works.
Power in the big moments. I mean, Chris Middleton's been great, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Kyrie could do it occasionally, but no one to come up big every single night. If they just had one real go-to guy in the squad,
Kyrie just gotta stay healthy.
Instead, it's why I could only put them at number 10. Then we'll move on to number 9 in the team of 25 who might be better than you would have thought because they have D'Angelo Russell.
Yo, fucking look all this. Yes. Oh man, so much respect to Austin Sweat here, man. Making me get all Austin Sweaty up in here, bro. Like straight up, man. And the best thing about this is that Austin Sweat knows for a fact he used the Detroit Pistons Luke Kennard picture, man. Which means essentially he knows that the Clippers are holding this man back right here, bro. Like, he didn't get that $50 million for no reason. Oh, man. Yo, this is probably the best lineup out of all of them we've seen so far. D'Lo, Luke Kennard, the lefty duo out in the backcourt, man. Oh, I love Dylan Brooks, too. Sabonis, another lefty. This team's going to average 200 points a game. Like, who are you going to stop? Oh, that's a beautiful squad, man. Hey. Shout out to Austin Sweat, bro. That's a man that knows some NBA basketball. Hell yeah, bro.
Brooks, Domantas Sabonis, and Karl-Anthony Towns.
Wait, say his name again.
Because they have D'Angelo Russell, Luke Kennard, Dylan Brooks, Domantas Sabonis, and Karl-Anthony Towns. So we basically have the stars of the Minnesota Timberwolves here. And surprisingly, most of these other teams we're going to be looking at have both
about Luke.
Actual team's top players. Because it's pretty rare for an NBA roster to have 2 top guys the same exact age. Due to drafting players in separate years or player development time, it usually doesn't happen. But here it did. And they'd be combined with all-star Domantas Sabonis, Dylan Brooks, who's an up-and-coming real star, and he'd be the main defender on the team. And Luke Kennard dropped off with the Clippers, but is still a solid shooter.
Yeah, that's not Luke Kennard's fault. That's just Tyrone Pooh out there doesn't really know how to damn coach the game of basketball. He's so used to LeBron James running the show back in Cleveland. So yeah, he doesn't really know, another man's garbage, another man's treasure. Like straight up, bro, they are not treating this man like a treasure. So yeah.
Realistically, this may be a team that just gets into the playoffs based on how
currently are. Whoa. When you get that in your bag there, Luke?
And
damn.
This may
little Tracy McGrady impersonation.
Just gets into the playoffs based on
with the offhand too, because he's a lefty. So all right, man.
Things currently are in the league. D'Lo and Cat aren't good together.
Hell yeah.
Sabonis didn't make the postseason, and Kennard and Brooks aren't those real difference makers. But on paper, it sounds good. Offensively, they have a ton of options, but defensively, like I mentioned, Brooks
just need the proper coach.
A little bit is really all they got. Number 8, though, then goes to players who are 23 years old, with their 5 of De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum, and Bam.
Okay, that's a good team.
So we'd have Tatum as the true star
that front
of the
court,
squad,
though,
with Ingram, Fox, and Bam all being near stars like they are on their current team. Then then a solid shooter and creator in Monk. And these guys' styles
good
are all
squad.
pretty weird fits together. I couldn't imagine them being perfect fits, but I think it could work mainly because Monk, Brandon, and Jason are all great shooters.
Too much
and
ISO ball.
range and from deep. Fox isn't the best there, but he could drive and make plays while Bam handles the post. And if that's the case, they got all areas of the game covered. Again, Ingram and Tatum are kind of strange fits together, but both are good enough to make it work, and that's why they come in at number 8. I have number 7 just slightly ahead of them though, because of the star power they bring.
Okay,
and these guys are 24 years old.
24.
And have a 5 of Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Lauri Markkanen, and Ivica Zubac.
I mean, I like the 3 right here. Zubats is okay. Lauri Markkanen had been good about 2 years. Okay.
And I will admit this.
I think I'm picking the other team over them.
All, we had to decide whether to put Devin
25-year-olds.
Mitchell at shooting guard, and it was truly 50-50. Both guys are just about the same in terms of greatness, and even though Devin's about to be an NBA champion, all those years are just about the same in terms of greatness, and even though Devin's about to be an NBA champion, all those years before CP3, where the team was terrible, made me rank Mitchell slightly higher. And I also made the decision to include Murray in this 5.
Yeah, I'll put Jalen at the 4 and Booker at the 3, to be honest.
And based on where things are at right now, it was easy to do. Plus, I still think Jamal Murray's underrated anyways. But okay, as for this starting 5, we got 3 all-star caliber players that I think would all be great fits together, and 2 solid big men that
I think the Jason Tatum Ingram Bam team was better, to be honest.
Brown would fit in on virtually any roster. Mitchell would lead the team. Jamal Murray's a great second or third option that can run an offense, while Markkanen stretches the floor and Zubac handles the paint. For the age of 28, though, they come in at number 6.
Okay.
For Malcolm Brogdon, Bradley Beal, Norman Powell, Tobias Harris, and Anthony Davis.
Oh, that's a good
This
team.
is a good squad. The duo of Bradley Beal and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I love that.
To see.
That would for sure work.
I kind of got a problem with it because I don't know if it would actually work. Because
why
you have
not?
2 guys that just flat out couldn't win games on their own, and 2 guys that I don't know. Fight me on this one.
Well, that's the thing. They're not on their own anymore, though. They're together. And you also got Malcolm Brogdon, great combo guard. I like this team.
Disagree, but 2 guys that may just be second options. So I don't know how much of them playing together would benefit them. But either way, I'd give it a chance, and they have one of the best supporting casts of the video because Tobias Harris has actually been great this past year.
Yeah, him with AD would just work
where he lacked
for sure.
Defensively. Norman Powell's a flat-out scorer, and Brogdon's one of the most underrated players out there. So we'd have a lot of scoring. Could
good ass
probably use some
team.
more defense, but that's why these guys are only number 6. For number 5, though, we got 32-year-olds because they have a starting 5 of Russell Westbrook, Eric Gordon, Kevin Durant, Bojan Bogdanovic, and DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, man. I mean, when you have KD on there, it makes it easy. But, like, Eric Gordon injury prone. DeAndre Jordan has not been good since Paul Pierce locked him inside his house. Bogdanovic is okay. He's fine. And then Russell Westbrook has his moments still. But, KD is what makes them this high on the list.
Jordan. And I'll be honest, Kevin Durant mainly carries this one to the number 6 spot.
Yeah,
but they wouldn't have made it
for
here
sure.
if he didn't have at least a good supporting cast, which he does. And this would also see the reuniting of himself and Russell Westbrook. Now, in the grand scheme of things,
Be fun to see.
Probably wouldn't be a great thing because they were limited in the first run together. But on this team, they'd have a lot more help. They'd be with DeAndre Jordan as their big man, which is a good fit. But then have 2 great two-way
He's too
players that
old.
can handle defense, while Russ and KD focus on running the offense and scoring. And both of these guys are great shooters too, which is even better and actually perfect when we're talking
It's
about
a top
Russ
team in
and
their
KD
prime,
team.
for sure.
So overall, I think this is a great squad.
They were all in their
But then
prime.
next up at number 4, we got players that are all 27. And as you can tell, it's becoming a theme here that all of the best ages for starting 5s are players that are in or around their primes because obviously they're at their best. So
For
they
sure.
make the best team rather than a team full of, say, 20-year-olds. But for this 5, we have Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, Josh Richardson, Pascal Siakam, and Joel Embiid.
Man, number 4. Josh Richardson kind of fell off a bit. Siakam, I think, had a better season than people give him credit for. Joel Embiid, okay. Fit-wise, it works out pretty nice. Like, this is a good fit right here. I really like the Scary Terry, Marcus Smart back. I think we've seen that at the Celtics before, though. But yeah. Okay.
It's kind of strange we only have one current day All-Star on this team, but the fact that he was a potential league MVP makes up for it. And the rest of the starting 5 are all good compliments to him. Plus, everyone here aside from Terry Rozier is great defensively. And all of them, including Rozier, are pretty good shooters.
Yeah, fit-wise, it
and
works.
I don't know why, but I'm really into the Embiid and Siakam pairing. And I think they'd have better chemistry on the floor than Embiid and Harris do currently in Philly. Number 3, though, is where things really get serious.
All right, here we go.
30 years old, we got Damian Lillard, Seth Curry at shooting guard, Kawhi Leonard, Jay Crowder, and Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, Damian and Kawhi Leonard. Like that's enough right there. You add on Seth Curry shooting, Vucevic near all-star center. And then Jay Crowder just knows how to get to the damn NBA Finals. So, yeah, that's a really good team.
And there's really not.
I'd love to see Damian and Kawhi play. That'd be awesome.
Not much you can find wrong with them. In the backcourt, you got two top shooters, really from an all-time aspect, with one being a superstar. Then you got Kawhi Leonard, who's dominant, and him and Dame would be a great pairing. You also have Jay Crowder, who has real experience, would be the enforcer on the team and can come up big any given night. Then Vucevic is the all-around stretch big man that any team would love. And together, we got a real championship squad. 2 stars, 2 great role players.
Maybe not the Bulls for 2 first-round picks.
I mean, just put it into perspective. Imagine just how good the Portland Trailblazers would be if they added Kawhi Leonard to their team. So this team would just be that much better. The best player Lillard's ever played with was CJ McCollum, who's never been an all-star. And he's never played with an all-star unless you want to.
CJ's never been an all-star? Wow, I guess that's true.
Wasn't nearly as good back then.
Wow.
So I think you can kind of see how good this team would be. And they'd be great, but just slightly beating them out, I got number 2 as players that are 26 because they have Cameron Payne, Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic.
Bro, that is Giannis and Jokic would be sick. Man, can you imagine just like the ball movement, like Jokic playing in the post and Giannis just cutting it? That'd be unstoppable, man. Campaign's cool. I mean, before, you know, I mean, Campaign, he's having like good finals and everything, or a good playoff run, I guess I should say in general. There ain't no better point. I mean, I like Cameron Payne. I'm just saying, there's nobody else at that age? Levine's nice. Wiggins had himself probably his best season. Yeah, that team works for sure.
And the weakest point of this 5 would be Cameron Payne, but as we've seen in these playoffs, he's a really solid point guard. I still obviously don't think he's a starter on a real team, and in this case, he would be.
Yeah, he found his role.
He's not bad. The defensive side of things would be covered with Wiggins and Giannis, and the front court would be even more dominant with Giannis and Joker, giving you the last 3 league MVPs.
Damn, I want to watch that.
Side. And it would work too because Giannis can't stretch the floor, but Nikola would do that for him. All while they wouldn't even have to do the bulk of the scoring because Zach LaVine would do that and be the team's main go-to guy. And even for as great as this team is, it may be hard to believe that any starting 5 from a certain age group could be better. There was one, and it was players 31 years old. Because we have James Harden at point guard, and we gotta give it to him since he played point this year and has in the past. Klay Thompson at shooting guard, assuming he's fully healthy. Paul George, Draymond Green, and Serge Ibaka.
Okay, I mean, as a good team, I feel like maybe that Damian Kawhi one was better though. I mean, like this right here is crazy. Draymond Green kind of fell off the season though. Serge Ibaka, I mean, he's like this season with the Clippers, he's been okay. On the Raptors, he was fantastic. I think, you can make arguments for a lot of these teams to be number 1. I don't think this is like the unanimous needs to be number 1 team. Like, it's good. It's good. I'm not saying that. But, okay.
And I mean, where do you even start here? Positions 2 through 5 have got defense covered.
Yeah.
You have some of the best defenders in the game at their respective positions, and everyone on the team aside from Draymond can play offensively. Plus, it'd really be a Harden's team to run however he'd want, and probably exactly how he did in Brooklyn. PG and Klay are stars, but they already have experience with stepping aside and letting someone else be that guy. So James would run the show, Klay would be the 3rd option, PG would be down.
You want to know what I'm noticing right here though? Like with this? I'm not just noticing, but that damn Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Golden State Warriors team, bro. Like, this is number 1 team right here, but, like, the reality, there was a team that had Steph Curry, Klay, Kevin Durant, Draymond, and then, like, JaVale McGee.
Dominant on James off night. Draymond would, I guess,
it's insane.
Play defense, and Serge would do a little bit of
he do some playmaking too.
Best starting 5 for every age, and I think we should all be able to agree on that. If there's anything you do disagree with, though, comment and let me know.
Okay, that was really interesting. I mean, obviously, like I said, you can make cases for the rankings. I mean, you know, it's just how it is. But as far as just seeing the names on paper, it's like, damn, that's pretty crazy. That's all we got, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.